Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you enjoy discovering rare and valuable British coins that could be hiding in old collections, forgotten piggy banks, or even loose change, then you're in the right place. Today, we're counting down the top 5 most valuable United Kingdom sixpence coins, featuring different years, mint marks, and conditions that collectors are constantly searching for. While millions of sixpence coins were struck throughout the 20th century, a small number stand out because of their rarity, exceptional preservation, historical importance, or special mint varieties. Some examples have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at major auctions, making them exciting finds for collectors around the world. Let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom sixpence, dated 1958. At first glance, this small silver-colored coin may seem like ordinary pocket change from the past, but for collectors and coin enthusiasts, it represents an important piece of British numismatic history. Many people still discover these coins in old collections, family heirlooms, and forgotten coin jars, wondering if they might be worth far more than their face value. In today's video, we'll explore the fascinating history of the 1958 sixpence, examine its distinctive features, discuss its rarity in circulated and damaged condition, explain why collectors continue to seek it, and reveal the kinds of auction prices these coins can achieve in US dollars. Be sure to stay until the end because a small detail on your coin could make a significant difference to its value. The story of the 1958 United Kingdom sixpence begins long before 1958 itself. The sixpence had already served the British public for centuries and had become one of the country's most recognizable coins. By 1958, the United Kingdom was still using the traditional pre-decimal monetary system, where 12 pence made 1 shilling and 20 shillings made £1. Millions of people relied on the sixpence for everyday shopping, public transport, newspapers, and countless daily transactions. The 1958 issue was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, only a few years after her coronation, making it one of the early coins of her historic reign. Because of this connection, the coin has become increasingly popular among collectors who enjoy assembling complete sets of Queen Elizabeth II early coinage. The obverse of the 1958 sixpence features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by renowned sculptor Mary Gillick. This elegant portrait remains one of the most admired designs ever used on British coins. Around the Queen appears the traditional Latin inscription identifying her as Queen. Turning the coin over reveals the beautiful floral reverse designed by Edgar Fuller and Cecil Thomas. The reverse combines symbolic flowers representing the nations of the United Kingdom, creating a classic design that reflects British unity and heritage. The detailed engraving, balanced composition, and historic symbolism make the coin visually attractive even after decades of circulation. Another reason collectors appreciate the 1958 sixpence is its historical composition. Although earlier sixpences were made from silver, by 1958 the coin was produced from cupronickel following changes in British coinage after World War II. Even without precious metal content, the coin remains highly collectible because of its historical significance, attractive design, and role in Britain's everyday economy before decimalisation in 1971. Every scratch, mark, and sign of circulation tells the story of decades spent changing hands across shops, markets, buses, and households throughout Britain. Many people assume that circulated coins have little value, but the collector market often proves otherwise. A circulated 1958 sixpence with readable details still attracts interest from collectors completing date sets, assembling Queen Elizabeth II collections, or building complete pre-decimal series. Even coins showing moderate wear can be desirable because they represent authentic pieces of British history. The demand for original, untouched examples has steadily remained strong among numismatists who appreciate originality over excessive cleaning or restoration. Collectors also pay attention to damaged examples. A damaged or heavily circulated coin generally sells for less than a well-preserved specimen, but it does not automatically become worthless. If the date remains clear, the portrait is identifiable, and the reverse design can still be recognized, many beginning collectors may still purchase the coin as an affordable way to fill an empty space in an album. Some collectors even specialize in circulated examples because they reflect the genuine history of everyday use. Original surfaces are usually preferred over polished or artificially cleaned coins, as cleaning may reduce collector appeal. The rarity of the 1958 sixpence depends largely on condition rather than simply the year. Millions were originally produced, meaning ordinary circulated examples are generally available. However, high-grade coins with crisp details, strong luster, and minimal wear become increasingly difficult to locate. Coins that have survived for decades without heavy circulation naturally command stronger interest at auctions. Collectors are especially willing to compete for examples that preserve their original appearance and attractive eye appeal. When discussing auction values, it is important to remember that no coin has a fixed price. Market value depends on condition, authenticity, collector demand, certification, and the competitiveness of the auction. A heavily circulated or damaged 1958 sixpence may typically sell for around $1 to $10. A nicer circulated example with stronger detail can often bring $10 to $40. Extremely well-preserved uncirculated pieces may achieve $50 to $150 or more, while exceptionally high-grade certified examples with outstanding quality can sometimes realize several $100s when competitive collectors bid against one another. Extraordinary prices are usually reserved for coins with exceptional preservation or special collecting significance, rather than ordinary circulated examples. Online auctions have made British coins more accessible to collectors around the world. Buyers from Europe, North America, Australia, and Asia regularly participate in sales of pre-decimal British coinage. This international interest helps maintain steady demand for attractive examples. Next up, the United Kingdom sixpence, dated 1966. At first glance, this small silver-colored coin may seem ordinary because millions were produced during the final years before decimalization. However, many collectors still enjoy searching for attractive examples, especially coins that have survived with clear details and minimal wear. If you have discovered a 1966 sixpence in your collection or received one in an old coin lot, you may be wondering whether it has any collector value. In this video, we will explore the history of the coin, its unique features, collector demand, rarity in different conditions, and its current auction market value in US dollars. The 1966 United Kingdom sixpence represents one of the final chapters in Britain's traditional pre-decimal coinage. The sixpence had been circulating for centuries and became one of the most recognized coins in British history. It was widely used for everyday purchases, public transport, newspapers, sweets, and many other small transactions. By 1966, the United Kingdom was preparing for decimalization, which would officially arrive in 1971. Although the sixpence continued to circulate after decimalization for a short period, 1966 remains one of the memorable dates because it belongs to the closing years of this historic denomination. Millions of people handled these coins every day, making them an important piece of Britain's monetary heritage. The obverse of the coin features the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait became one of the most recognized images of the Queen and appeared on numerous British coins during the 1960s. The reverse displays the traditional floral design created by Christopher Ironside, combining the rose, shamrock, thistle, and leek beneath the royal crown. Together, these symbols proudly represent England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales, making the design both artistic and historically meaningful. One reason collectors continue to admire the 1966 sixpence is its classic British design. Even after decades of circulation, many coins still display attractive details in the crown and floral arrangement. The lettering around the Queen's portrait remains sharp on better preserved examples, while the reverse showcases the beautifully balanced national emblems of the United Kingdom. The coin was struck from cupronickel, giving it a durable silver appearance that resisted heavy wear better than many earlier silver issues. It measures approximately 19 mm in diameter and weighs about 2.83 grams. Because of its strong metal composition, many 1966 sixpences have survived in collectible condition, allowing enthusiasts to build complete date collections without extreme difficulty. Collectors also inspect these coins carefully for unusual striking characteristics. While major mint errors are uncommon, offset strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, or double design elements can significantly increase collector interest if authenticated. Such error coins are much scarcer than ordinary circulation pieces and may command higher auction prices. Damaged condition. A standard 1966 sixpence in fine circulated condition is generally considered a common coin because very large numbers were produced by the Royal Mint. Most examples found today show moderate wear from years of circulation but still retain clear portraits, readable lettering, and visible reverse details. These coins remain popular among beginner collectors because they are affordable and represent an important period in British coinage. Damaged examples including coins with heavy scratches, corrosion, bending, cleaning damage, holes, or excessive wear normally attract much less collector demand. Most serious numismatists prefer original surfaces and natural aging, meaning damaged coins often sell only as inexpensive collection fillers. Nevertheless, if a damaged coin also displays a genuine mint error or an unusual striking variety, it could still attract specialized collectors interested in minting anomalies. Demand for the 1966 sixpence remains steady because many collectors enjoy completing full date sets of pre-decimal British coins. The coin also has sentimental value for people who remember using sixpences before decimalization, making it a favorite keepsake as well as a historical collectible. The value of a 1966 United Kingdom sixpence depends primarily on its condition and whether it possesses any rare characteristics. A typical circulated coin in fine condition generally sells for approximately 50 cents to $3 in today's collector market. Very fine examples often bring around $3 to $8, while extremely fine coins may sell for $8 to $20. Uncirculated specimens with original mint luster frequently realize $20 to $60, depending on eye appeal and certification. If a certified mint state example displays exceptional quality with virtually flawless surfaces, competitive auctions may occasionally push prices beyond $100, although such results are uncommon. Authenticated mint error examples featuring dramatic striking mistakes can also achieve significantly higher prices depending on the rarity of the error and collector demand. For ordinary circulated coins, however, auction values remain relatively modest because of the large surviving population. As always, the highest prices are reserved for coins with outstanding preservation, verified rarity, or unusual minting characteristics. If you own a 1966 sixpence, avoid cleaning or polishing it, as this usually reduces collector value. Preserve the coin in a protective holder or archival quality flip to prevent further wear. Handle it only by the edges to avoid fingerprints and surface damage. Study the coin carefully under good lighting or with a magnifying glass to check for possible mint errors, die varieties, or unusually sharp strikes. If you believe your coin has an unusual feature or appears to be in exceptionally high grade, consider having it examined by a professional coin dealer or a reputable third-party grading service. Certified coins often inspire greater buyer confidence when offered at auction. Keep informed about recent auction results because collector demand can change over time. Comparing your coin with certified examples can also help you estimate its realistic market value more accurately. The 1966 United Kingdom sixpence may not be one of Britain's rarest circulating coins, but it remains an important piece of British numismatic history. Next up, the fascinating United Kingdom sixpence dated 1962. At first glance, this may seem like an ordinary old British coin, especially if it is heavily worn, scratched, stained, or in bad condition. Many people assume that damaged coins have no value at all, but that is not always true. Some collectors are interested in owning historical coins regardless of condition, particularly when they represent an important era of British coinage. In today's video, we will explore the history of the 1962 sixpence, its unique features, its rarity in poor condition, its collector demand, its potential auction market value in US dollars, and some valuable tips for collectors who may have one hidden away in an old coin collection or coin jar. The United Kingdom sixpence has one of the longest and most respected histories in British numismatics. The denomination was first introduced during the reign of King Edward VI in the 16th century and remained part of everyday British life for centuries. By 1962, the sixpence was still circulating widely throughout the United Kingdom, only a few years before the country changed to decimal currency in 1971. The 1962 sixpence was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. At this time, Britain was experiencing significant economic and social changes, yet traditional coinage remained an important part of daily commerce. Millions of sixpence coins passed through the hands of shopkeepers, families, school children, and businesses every day. Because of this extensive circulation, many surviving examples today show heavy wear, making well-preserved pieces much harder to find than ordinary circulated examples. Even though the 1962 sixpence was produced in relatively large numbers, it represents one of the final years of Britain's traditional pre-decimal coinage. This historical importance continues to attract collectors from around the world who appreciate British history and classic coin designs. One of the reasons collectors continue to admire the 1962 sixpence is its elegant design. The obverse features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Around the portrait appears the Latin inscription identifying her as Queen, reflecting the traditional style used on British coins for generations. The reverse displays the beautiful floral design created by renowned artist Christopher Ironside. The design combines the floral emblems representing the nations of the United Kingdom, creating one of the most attractive reverse designs in British coinage. The balanced artwork and detailed engraving make the sixpence a favourite among many collectors. The coin was struck in cupronickel, giving it a silver-coloured appearance while providing excellent durability for everyday circulation. It measures approximately 19 mm in diameter and has a distinctive milled edge. Even heavily circulated examples often retain enough detail for collectors to identify the year and appreciate the craftsmanship of the Royal Mint. Condition. A common question among beginners is whether a 1962 sixpence in bad condition has any collectible value. The answer is yes, although its value depends greatly on the amount of remaining detail and overall eye appeal. Coins that are heavily worn, bent, scratched, cleaned, corroded, or damaged naturally sell for less than examples in fine or uncirculated condition. However, many collectors still purchase these coins to complete date collections or to own a piece of British monetary history at an affordable price. Another factor influencing demand is the growing international interest in pre-decimal British coins. Collectors from Europe, North America, Asia, and Australia continue searching for older United Kingdom coins, including common dates such as 1962. While damaged examples are not considered rare in the traditional sense, they remain desirable as historical collectibles, especially if the date and major design features are still clearly visible. If a damaged 1962 sixpence also displays an unusual striking error, off-cent strike, die crack, clipped planchette, or another verified mint error, collector demand can increase dramatically. Such genuine mint errors are considerably scarcer than ordinary circulation damage and often attract competitive bidding at specialist coin auctions. The market value of a 1962 United Kingdom sixpence depends primarily on its condition, originality, and whether it possesses any unusual characteristics that a heavily circulated or damaged example with significant wear generally sells for approximately 50 cents to $3. These coins are commonly purchased by beginner collectors or those completing inexpensive date sets. Coins showing moderate wear but retaining strong design details often achieve between $3 and $10, depending on eye appeal and the selling venue. Examples preserved in excellent uncirculated condition may sell for $20 to $60, while exceptionally well-preserved certified specimens can achieve even higher prices if collector demand is particularly strong. If a genuine and authenticated mint error is discovered on a 1962 sixpence, auction prices may rise substantially. Depending on the rarity of the error and market competition, some pieces have sold for $100 to several $100, with exceptional examples occasionally bringing even higher prices at specialist auctions. Although an ordinary damaged 1962 sixpence is unlikely to be worth thousands or millions of dollars, it remains a collectible historical coin with steady demand among enthusiasts who appreciate Britain's rich numismatic heritage. If you own a 1962 sixpence, avoid cleaning or polishing it, even if it appears dirty or tarnished. Cleaning can permanently damage the original surface and reduce collector value. Store the coin in a protective holder or archival quality coin flip to prevent further wear. Examine the coin carefully under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. Look for unusual minting errors, doubled lettering, die cracks, off-cent strikes, or other uncommon features that could increase its value. Comparing your coin with official reference photographs or having it evaluated by an experienced coin dealer or grading service can also help determine whether it possesses any premium characteristics. Following auction results and market trends is another excellent way to understand current values, as collector demand changes over time. Even a common coin can become more desirable as interest in British pre-decimal coinage. Next up, the United Kingdom 1949 sixpence. At first glance, this small silver-coloured coin may appear ordinary, especially if it is scratched, worn, bent, or heavily damaged after decades of circulation. However, many collectors know that even damaged vintage British coins can attract attention because of their historical importance, age, and collectible appeal. In today's video, we'll explore the fascinating history of the 1949 sixpence, examine its distinctive design, discuss how rare it is in damaged condition, and reveal its realistic auction market value in US dollars. If you enjoy discovering hidden treasures in old coins, stay with us until the end because this little coin may be more interesting than you expect. The 1949 United Kingdom sixpence was issued during the reign of King George VI, a monarch whose coinage represents an important chapter in British history following the end of the Second World War. Britain was rebuilding its economy, industries, and communities, and millions of these coins entered circulation to support everyday commerce. The sixpence had already become one of the most familiar coins in the country, used for shopping, public transport, and countless daily transactions. Over time, these coins became associated with British traditions, including Christmas celebrations, weddings, and good luck customs. More than 75 years later, surviving examples provide collectors with a tangible connection to post-war Britain and remain popular additions to historical coin collections. The 1949 sixpence has several distinctive features that make it instantly recognizable. The obverse displays the portrait of King George VI surrounded by the traditional royal inscription, reflecting the craftsmanship of the Royal Mint during the mid-20th century. The reverse features the elegant crown floral design with the denomination sixpence and the year 1949. Although many examples have experienced decades of circulation, the detailed engraving, balanced design, and classic British style continue to attract collectors. Coins with clear dates, readable inscriptions, and identifiable design elements are generally more desirable, even if they have noticeable damage point. One of the biggest questions collectors ask is whether a damaged 1949 sixpence still has value. The answer is yes, although its condition plays a major role in determining its price. Because millions of these coins were originally minted, ordinary circulated examples are not considered extremely rare. However, after decades of use, many coins were lost, melted, or discarded, reducing the number of surviving pieces. Collectors who specialize in complete date collections often purchase damaged examples simply to fill a missing space in their albums. A damaged coin with a clear date, complete design, and authentic surfaces can still generate interest at coin fairs and online auctions. While serious investors usually seek higher-grade specimens, many beginning collectors appreciate affordable examples that still preserve their historical character. When discussing value, it is important to separate ordinary circulated coins from exceptional collector pieces. A heavily damaged 1949 United Kingdom sixpence with scratches, dents, corrosion, or significant wear typically sells for around $1 to $8. A damaged coin that still has an attractive appearance and a fully visible date may achieve approximately $10 to $20 from collectors looking for a budget-friendly example. Better preserved circulated coins can often sell for $20 to $50, while high-grade uncirculated examples certified by professional grading services may reach $100 to $300 or more at specialist auctions. Coins with unusual minting errors, exceptional preservation, or prestigious auction pedigrees may command even stronger prices, although such examples are uncommon. As always, auction results depend on collector demand, overall condition, originality, and market trends at the time of sale. If you own a 1949 sixpence, begin by examining the date and ensuring all major design details remain visible. Avoid cleaning the coin, even if it appears dirty or tarnished, because cleaning can reduce its collector value. Store the coin in a protective holder to prevent additional wear and corrosion. If you believe your coin has unusual characteristics, such as a striking error or exceptional preservation despite its age, consider having it evaluated by a reputable coin dealer or professional grading service. Keeping records of auction sales and monitoring collector demand can also help you understand how values change over time. Patience is important, as the numismatic market often rewards well-preserved and historically significant coins. The United Kingdom 1949 sixpence is much more than an old pocket coin. It represents an important period in Britain's post-war recovery and continues to attract collectors around the world. Even in damaged condition, it retains historical significance and can still have collectible value, particularly when the date and design remain clear. While most damaged examples sell for modest amounts, well-preserved coins and exceptional specimens can achieve considerably higher auction prices. Next up, the United Kingdom 1961 sixpence in fine condition. At first glance, this small silver-coloured coin may appear to be just another old British coin that has been tucked away in drawers, piggy banks, or inherited collections for decades. However, many collectors are curious about whether a 1961 sixpence could be worth more than its face value today. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating history of this classic coin, examine its unique design features, discuss its rarity in the collector's market, explain how condition affects value, and reveal the current auction market prices in US dollars. If you enjoy discovering valuable coins and learning what makes them desirable, be sure to stay with us until the very end. The 1961 United Kingdom sixpence was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, only a few years after her coronation. By 1961, the sixpence had already become one of the most familiar coins in everyday British life. It was widely used for shopping, transportation, entertainment, and countless daily transactions across the United Kingdom. The denomination itself has a long history dating back to the 16th century, making it one of Britain's longest-running coin series. The 1961 issue represents part of the final decades of the traditional British currency system before decimalisation arrived in 1971. Millions of people handled these coins every day, making them an important part of British history and culture. Although large numbers were produced, many examples eventually became worn through circulation, while others were lost or melted over time. Today, surviving examples continue to attract collectors interested in British pre-decimal coinage. One of the most attractive aspects of the 1961 sixpence is its elegant design. The obverse features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, showing the Queen wearing a laurel wreath instead of a crown. Around the portrait appears the Latin inscription identifying her as Queen. This portrait remains one of the most admired designs used on British coins. On the reverse, collectors will find the beautiful floral emblem composed of intertwined plants representing the nations of the United Kingdom, with the denomination sixpence and the date 1961 displayed prominently. The coin was struck in cupra nickel, giving it excellent durability while maintaining an attractive silver appearance. Its compact size, balanced design, and historical importance continue to make it a favourite among collectors around the world. Although the 1961 sixpence is not considered an extremely rare date because millions were minted, finding attractive examples in fine condition remains important to collectors building complete date sets. A fine condition coin still displays most of its major design elements, although moderate circulation wear is clearly visible on both sides. Important details in the Queen's portrait and the reverse floral design remain identifiable, making these coins desirable for collectors seeking affordable historical pieces. Demand remains steady because many enthusiasts collect complete Elizabeth II sixpence collections covering every year of issue. Coins with natural surfaces, attractive toning, and no serious scratches, cleaning, or corrosion are usually more desirable than heavily damaged examples. Even common dates can attract competitive bidding when they possess appealing eye appeal and original surfaces. Now for the question everyone wants answered: how much is a 1961 United Kingdom sixpence worth today? In fine circulated condition, most examples typically sell for around $1 to $5, depending on their appearance, originality, and the auction venue. Coins with especially attractive toning or above-average eye appeal may bring $5 to $12. Examples professionally graded in much higher conditions such as extremely fine or uncirculated can sell for $20 to $60, while exceptional mint state specimens with outstanding preservation may occasionally exceed $100 at specialist auctions. It's important to remember that auction prices fluctuate based on collector demand, grading standards, and the overall condition of each individual coin. Most ordinary circulated 1961 sixpence coins remain affordable, but premium quality examples consistently command stronger prices. If you own a 1961 sixpence, examine it carefully before assuming its value. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can significantly reduce collector interest and lower its market price. Instead, preserve the original surfaces and store the coin in a protective holder to prevent additional wear. Look closely for sharp details, attractive natural color, and minimal scratches. Comparing your coin with professionally graded examples can provide a better understanding of its condition. If you believe your coin is unusually well preserved or displays an interesting striking error, obtaining a professional authentication and grading service may increase buyer confidence if you ever decide to sell it. Collectors should also monitor reputable coin auctions, where market values can change over time as demand evolves. The United Kingdom 1961 sixpence is a wonderful reminder of Britain's rich numismatic heritage and the everyday currency used by millions before decimalisation. While it is generally considered a common date, its historical importance, classic Queen Elizabeth II portrait, and attractive reverse design ensure it remains a favourite among collectors. Fine condition examples may not be exceptionally valuable, but they continue to enjoy steady demand and can still achieve respectable prices in today's collector market. Higher grade specimens naturally command much stronger auction results, making condition one of the most important factors influencing value. Whether you are an experienced numismatist or someone who has just discovered an old sixpence in a family collection, this historic coin deserves a closer look. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more fascinating coin values, rare discoveries, and auction updates from around the world. See you in the next video.